So here we go. Everybody got their characters down?
Yeah.
Is everybody following?
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is I Have It Part 3. What Dreams May Come by Gunner Recall. And we begin. It had been 6 months since the incident. Their relationship had reached a point of stagnation. Link could barely stand to look at Ditto anymore. To think of the life that was lost, that life that Link had carried inside him for 4 months. They never even had a chance to name the embodiment of their love, the shape that their passion and reckless abandon had taken. And now that love was in jeopardy. Something had to happen. Something had to change. Ditto had just the idea.
I'm home.
Link called out into the house with a slight sense of trepidation. He was never sure what mood Ditto would be in when he came home from work. Some nights he just sat and watched the television. Other nights he would smell a stale beer and whiskey. Those nights he would take the frustration of the months out on Link's body, one way or another. But only silence greeted Link this night, at least at first. Gradually, Link began to hear muffled laughter coming from the back room. He was almost shocked. Laughter was unheard of these days in their home. Something was going on. Link opened the door slowly, the light from his room spilling out into the dim hallway. A cloistering smell of spices and herbs wafted into the air. Thick smoke hung like a silk curtain. Link saw his Ditto sitting on a velvet pillow, along with two other forms.
No.
One was that of a blue hedgehog wearing sneakers and a silk scarf around his neck. The hose of a hookah in his hand as he brought the mouthpiece up, inhaling the cloves that burned beneath the embers. The other was a small yellow mouse-like creature, soft-looking. See-through pants caressed his lower body, and Link could just make out his bulging passion between his legs. He averted his eyes quickly, looking to Ditto for an explanation.
Link, my love.
Ditto exclaimed, a glass of wine in one tentacle.
I invited some friends over for a little entertainment.
Ditto stood up and slurred a Link, reaching up and resting his face with one nub.
I know how dreary things have been lately, and I thought, even if things were to end tonight, we could spend it, not as lovers, but at least in the throes of passion.
Ditto then shaped his form into a tall, powerfully built man. He wore an orange martial arts outfit with black boots and a blue undershirt. His hair was spiky and disheveled. Link couldn't help noticing how attractive the man was.
Who?
Link started. Ditto reached up a finger to shush him.
Someone I met many years ago. A man who lived and died multiple times. But now, well, let's see if I remember how to do this.
Suddenly, Ditto's hair turned golden and stood straight up. His eyes turned green, and it was then that he tore all the clothes off his body. His form was well chiseled, like some Greek god. The hedgehog stood up as well and leaned forward, his own manhood sliding out from a slit between his legs. The mouse creature pulled his pants off, his passion easily being the largest of them all. Link gulped as the hedgehog introduced himself as Sonic, and the mouse introduced himself as Pikachu. Ditto went first, exploring every inch of Link's form with his mouth. No secrets, and I mean no secrets, were left of Link's body that Ditto did not know. Finally, Link accepted Ditto into him, making passionless love with him. There was no affection, only a need to fulfill a physical desire. Ditto finished, and Link accepted it into his mouth, gulping his warm love down. Next came Sonic. Sonic began gently, probing with his fingers almost tenderly. Link couldn't handle it anymore and spread his secret place wide. Sonic entered gently, but soon moved so fast that Link felt his insides were being pulled out. Link cried out in pain, gripping the carpet tight as tears fell from his eyes. Soon, however, his form altered to fit Sonic's shape, and the pain lessened. Just as Sonic's love burst into Link's body, Link was still bent over, facing the carpet, when he felt a stretching. He looked back to see Pikachu, attempting to force his mighty girth into Link's body. Link could feel his body literally being torn apart. He screamed in pain and heard a popping noise, looking down to see the front of Pikachu's girth pushing on Link's belly. This continued for around an hour until Pikachu finished, depositing half his passion into Link's body and half on Link's face, in a flood of it. Link was soaked and tired in pain, but the love-making was not done. Ditto leaned down and began to kiss Link, tenderly at first, but with more passion towards the end. Despite being covered in Pikachu's seed, Ditto couldn't help it. He remembered why he was in love with Link in the first place.
I love you, Link, no matter what. I've been a damn fool these last 10 months, but that'll change. Please take me back.
Ditto slid his fingers around, probing gently into the opened orifice of Link's body, massaging the muscles and relaxing them.
Of course I will. I love you too, Ditto.
They resumed their passionate kissing, and soon Pikachu and Sonic joined in the passion. This continued for days until the two visitors left the happy couple alone. A few weeks later, Link learned of some wondrous news. He was again carrying the fruit of his and Ditto's love. This time, however, nothing ill befell the infant within Link's body. He carried it to term.
A push.
Yelled the small Italian doctor. He moonlighted as a plumber and a go-kart racer, but doctoring was his hobby and his passion. He knelt beneath Link's bottom, hands open, ready to accept the body of love into the world. A small yellow hedgehog-like creature entered into the world. Ditto and Link were shocked. The doctors determined that the creature had three fathers: Ditto, Pikachu, and Sonic's seed, all contributing into one. It was all revealed that the small creature was mentally handicapped, missing roughly 90% of any kind of functioning brain. Ditto and Link decided to love the child, no matter what, and dubbed the creature Sonichu.
I'm 90% sure that we've read this before.
No,
We
haven't.
did. We have.
I
It's
love
a good
the
one.
fact. I
Respect
love the fact that
classics.
being a
Okay.
doctor is a hobby.
Okay, we have read
Well, I
this
mean,
before.
go-kart racing and plumbing, those are some pretty big careers.
Okay,
I would
'cause that-
understand.
That was like 10
Was this
minutes.
written by Chris Chan?
No.
No.
That was like 10 minutes of deja vu for me.
Yeah, we read it before, just not on the stream.